What is up, guys? It is Rondazel here, coming at you with another YGOPro replay. This time I actually said that right. This time around, though, I am joined by my good friend Alex.
No.
He helps me out with a few builds, and he helps me test. This was what my build was before we changed it around, but this is just a replay of a good comeback that I made. He was watching me play at the time. I was share screening on Skype, and yeah, so let's get right into the replay. Needless to say that this guy wasn't the best DD player, because he should have searched the contract Dark Gate, and then into Swirl Slime, and then into the Fusion. But you know, the whole, people come with experience. But he attacks into Chocolate Magician Girl twice, and I summoned Robe off of it. So, yeah. And then he tried to go into Red Eyes Flare Metal, which, Alex, you mentioned that going into it this early was kind of was a bad play.
Pretty bad action. Because when you're playing Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, you should only be into him when you're trying to burn the game, not when it's so early in the game.
Yeah, like, he definitely could have gone into something a bit better, like...
Because we basically did a rough calculation. Of all the cards that I activated this turn, he'd only be taking about 2 points of damage from Red Eyes.
Yeah.
And that's the maximum he'd be taking.
Exactly. So, it takes a while for the comebacks to come in, but this turn, this turn he does.
This turn he goes wild and brings out a whole bunch of monsters, and you'll see right here, Michael or Ron just completely spams his own field, and then
He
it
brings
looks like
up,
he's taking over, but then he goes into a game chain, and then he just completely destroys the entire board and almost takes out. I mean, looking back on it, Red Eyes might not have been a horrible play, because if Zoran did take the 2,000 points of damage, then he most certainly would have lost. But it was a bad play in the sense where he went into it very early. That it made no sense at the time.
And the fact that it got solemn notice, or solemn striked, I should say.
Yeah.
Which also allowed me to bring out Dark Illusion at the time.
Yeah. Anyway, so during the replay, during the goal, his mom gets over, and then with 12 damage, going down to 700 life points, and you're about to see the comeback.
Yep. This is kind of funny because I just top decked the Dark Illusion Magic, which at this point is kind of useless because I have, I just have both Yums in the deck right now, I think.
Now, were this dude no, I wouldn't say it was a misplay, because
the only misplay that he did was at the beginning, where he should have searched out Dark Gate instead of what was it? The Swamp King. Because yes, while he can bring out a lot of fusions, having that Dark Gate just gives him a +1 every turn, rather than a monster on the board.
Now, and this is where he made a pretty big mistake. He didn't take out your Summoner Monk previously, but at the same time, you would have just summoned your other one anyway, so it was kind of unavoidable, whether he knew it or not.
Yeah. Top decking the Illusion Magic was definitely the best thing that happened in this duel.
It came in handy, not to actually activate it, but more or less to like ditch it to make all these summonings.
Yeah, so I used Summoner Monk to bring out a Chocolate Magician Girl, so I used Chocolate Magician Girl's effect twice. One to put a Dark Magician, and I think on another one I pitched the Summoner Monk. Dagastro Animal summons out the Dark Magician, which banishes the Wave King, which puts this Dark Magician back into the grave. And of course, Leonidas has 100 more attack than Dark Magician, so I have to wait until his drop phase, which is when Robe actually comes in handy. Like, this is probably one of the few times that Robe's ever been useful. because I actually had the spell in hand to activate its effect, and the Dark Magician in the deck to actually summon. So it was at this point where it came in handy. I probably should have waited a little bit longer to do that, but I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to
At that point, the guy couldn't even win. So.
Yeah, and because of Dark Magic Circle, I was able to add back Magician's Rod by chipping the Chocolate Magician Girl, because I did not want him attacking into this in the event that he got something big. Because
it wasn't a bad play on your part.
Yeah. So
it could have been another situation, but in all honesty, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. So here he activates Swamp King and then Allure, so I'm thinking, okay, he doesn't have anything right now, so I let the Allure go off and he had to banish the Necroslime. I think I have one or two Magicians. I have one Magician's Negation, so I wanted to save it for when he actually went to summon something, which he does here after setting this card face down. It's like, okay, he does not have anything. I'm going to negate the summoning.
Well, you see, that's the thing I really hate about Lord of Darkness or cards like Seven Swords.
Yeah.
It's just the case where you'll end up top decking in the worst scenario because then you have to really rely on crossing off it, which 9 times out of 10 doesn't take play.
Yeah, which is why with a little bit of deck editing, Alex recommended that I only played 2 Allures, which I'm actually fond of. I'm actually enjoying it a bit more than running it at 3 because 3 you just manage too much.
Yeah, and not only that, but we figured out that would be better, and it would be in his best interest to be playing other stuff instead of always having to rely on, like, our Magic Circle and stuff. So we threw in stuff like I have to my some, then we threw in Amulet Dragon, Dark Paladin. So it basically your generic, I want to say somewhat generic in the build because people do sometimes play Atomize and stuff, but I find the way we just built the deck with Atomize just works so well, and it's nice.
Yeah, I'll definitely show the build after the end of this replay, which is right here. As you can see, I stayed at 700 life points for 3 turns, I believe.
Yeah.
And I managed to clear his board, and yeah, and I got pretty lucky because he was only able to do so much with this Allure. And he had to banish a Necroslime, which is much better in the graveyard.
Can we just go over this? Why does that YGOPro without all this not have? Why isn't it fully updated? We see stuff like some of the pictures that we see would be a field spell like Gateway Chaos when it's a monster card. It's ridiculous. Like right here, where's that monster again? Can't even remember. That's the
Oblivion King, Caesar Ragnarok, and it's the same for the rank 5 Noble Knight, and even one of the Ancient Gear monsters. It was the Ancient Gear that requires 4 monsters to fusion summon. That looks like Gear Town.
Yeah, not only that, but we were playing against each other just for the hell of it, and I was playing Night Swarms. My Garroth twin looked like Gateway of Dark World.
Yeah, and to me, honest was Ritual Sanctuary.
It's disgusting. Ritual Sanctuary looks terrible.
Yeah, YGOPro, fix your shit. But
basically.
No. So here's the funny part about this entire replay. Me and Alex were talking, and he asked how many times have I finished a game with Magician's Robe, and I said maybe once or twice. And looky what happens here.
And the funny part is, we were only talking about it like, I want to say at the beginning of the duel, so about 5 to 7 minutes before the end, when he attacked for with Magician's Robe.
Yeah. Apparently 7 is...
As soon as I saw it pop up in his deck, I said, hey, how often have you actually won for game with Magician's Robe? And he said about once, maybe twice, and then behold, just a few minutes later, he does it.
Yeah, like Alex multiple times when what was it? Yeah, he always kills me with the Plague Spreader somehow. So
when I would play like Chaos, like Swans or Chaos Dragons against him.
Yeah.
Back in the Yeah, I always, like, not always, but a good 2 or 3 times I've knocked them out with Plague Spreader Zombie for the game, and it was ridiculous funny.
Yeah, we always laughed our heads off whenever that happened.
Yeah, and he hated me.
I did, but, you know, Soul Brothers, you gotta love them. I know.
It's funny.
Yeah, so 700 just seems to be a lucky number because Magician's level 7, Magician's Robe has 700 attack, I had 700 life points. It's an ongoing theme, and I used to play number 7 Lucky Straight because I can actually go into it every single duel.
Lucky Straight is such a bad card, though.
I know, but if you can pull it off, it's funny.
If you can pull it off, it's funny, but in reality, it's such a bad card.
It depends, because you need to roll a total of 7 to get its effects, but even then, if you roll 2 6s, then you get a shit ton of attack points.
I also think it's a bad card. This may sound very hypocritical because I play Lightsworns, but I hate luck.
Yeah.
Which is hypocritical because I play Lightsworns, but and again, no hate please, but there's a lot of people that play that Pot of Stupidity card.
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
They banish what, top 10 cards? There's only one deck that actually benefits on. That's it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And people will bash Lightsworn players and say, no, you have no skill. It's like, you're playing this card.
It's actually been it's actually been forever since I've last heard someone actually bash a Lightsworn player.
Oh, dude! Every time I play Lightsworns, you see, guys, there are times when I would go locals and I would just bring Lightsworns just for the hell of it because I love the deck.
Yeah, we're gonna go right into the deck profile. This is Galaxy. It's not Dark Magician. That's the wrong build, and there we go.
Yeah, we're working on Galaxies for his 20 for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, guys, I'm going to Halifax for OTS, and
it just sucks because all he's missing is 2 Galaxy Soldiers and a couple Galaxies.
No, Alex, you're the one who plays 2 Galaxy Soldiers. I play a playset.
Well, yeah, but you only have 1. I'm supposed to be set 2 more, and you're still missing 2 soldiers.
Yeah. I don't know.
I see his deck's finished, so...
Yeah. But, yeah, this is the build that we have right now. 2 Allures, 2 Itemizes. I'm going back into the fusions. There's only... Yeah. You go.
I just want to say, it's funny because we're talking about Mahad, the Dark Magician.
Oh my god.
He was about to put 2 in his deck, and I told him, no, because you're going to hate yourself if you... Because we're talking, and he says he always opens with Mahad.
It's ridiculous how many times I've opened Mahad. It's either the 1st, 3rd, or 5th card that I open with.
And this man hates it. He hates it so much. And he was about to 2 into the deck, and I said, why are you doing that? You're just... You hate yourself enough drawing one of them. Opening hand. Why would you want to play 2 and risk opening 2 of them? Because one of the decks I play is actually almost finished, is Blue Eyes. And you have Dragon Spirit and stuff. There are times when I open a couple Blue Eyes or a couple Dragon Spirit of Lights, and I kind of hate myself for it unless I have trade in to ditch them.
Yeah. Like, the only reason why I considered playing 2 Mahad is because of how often I actually played Chocolate Magician Girl, which is the only reason why I'm okay with running Mahad, because I can pitch it, and I don't have to worry about anything else. Like, yes, drawing it for, like, a normal draw, which is the only thing that I can do right now, because if I draw it off of a lure, then I won't be able to summon it, because the last thing that happens is banishing. But, no. Drawing it, special summoning it right away, that's fine. Summoning it off of Chocolate Magician Girl's fine. But, yeah, so...
But I'm actually talking down and say, you know what, no, that's a good idea, you shouldn't play it more than 1.
Yeah, so this is the build right now, guys. And we are running out of time, so thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe for future content just like this. Like, dislike, comment down below for suggestions, and I will see you guys next time. Zoran Dozel, signing out.